Hello. Making this video because I said I was going to make a video and to also teach you about how to get into training. You know, you're probably like on TikTok or whatever scrolling and seeing all these dudes get like buff and stuff. And you don't know how to start or where to start, or maybe like you want to work out but you don't want to go to the gym because it's like, you know, you don't want to get judged and stuff like that. So, you know, you don't really have to, in my opinion, you don't really have to go to a gym. You could buy equipment, but then again, at the same time, you don't have to do that as well. Like if you have a floor, you know, do some push-ups on the floor. That's how I started out. Well, I really started out by buying like a pair of dumbbells, but that's because I felt like that's the only way I was able to like build muscle was by lifting weights. So I had no idea about like calisthenics and stuff like that. But you can really just start out doing push-ups on the floor in your room, like just randomly. Or like if you can't even do a regular push-up, you know, do knee push-ups, you know, whatever it takes for you to build up that strength and level to do like efficient exercises. And, you know, making sure you just train with intensity with those workouts as well. And I didn't really start getting more equipment until later. So I've been training for about 1 year. And you know, this is how I look compared to my first pictures and then latest pictures. It's been a little bit over a year, and I have gotten more equipment over time, but most of the equipment I got was more recently, in the past like 2 months or so. But I've made most of my progress just by being in my room, having this like doorway pull-up, and a pair of parallettes, and later on I got gymnastics rings, and that's how I made most of my progress. But you could just make most of your progress just by doing push-ups, like push-up variations, and like rows on like your furniture, and you know, maybe buying a pull-up bar for your door, and then just doing pull-ups and chin-ups, and just trying to get strong, you know, and build muscle. So you don't always have to go to like a gym or something, because that's like, I feel like that's like a misconception by, you know, the usual people. Oh, how do you go to the gym? Or do you go to the gym? Or when do you go to the gym? Like I post pictures on Instagram, people say that like, oh man, how is it at the gym? Or like, I see that you be hitting the gym. Like when I don't hit the gym. I have my own home gym, but I didn't even have my own home gym until like the last 2 months. I didn't start setting up equipment. I didn't start getting more equipment. Over time, I accumulated more equipment. But if you have a floor, if you have some type of furniture, that's the gym right there. That's the gym. And all you have to do is really just try and push yourself, and like really, like I know it's gonna be uncomfortable because of like, you know, the pain in a way, the tension you feel in your muscles. And it gets uncomfortable, and you're like, oh, I want to stop. I don't want to do this anymore. No, I don't want to do this. And then you just, you know, you don't do it for another 3 months. But just kind of work your way up. Like, you know, maybe wake up, do a couple of push-ups in the morning. Before you go to sleep, do a couple of push-ups at night. Until you feel like you really want to up the intensity and like actually have like programs and stuff. And one thing, when I also started, I didn't know like how to program my workouts. I didn't know like about sets and stuff. I just like thought like, okay, I want to do 100 push-ups. I want to do 100 push-ups. Although I could only do like maybe 10 or 15 in a row. I would do those 15, then I would just like wait for like however long. And I didn't even like think about how long I was waiting. I would just like take some breaths, and I would just do more push-ups, and I'd probably only be able to do like, you know, 10, and then I would just like keep counting in my head until I got to like 100 push-ups. I did the same thing with pull-ups, and then I started learning about programming and started like actually setting up things and having like sets and reps and supersets and stuff like that. But you don't have to worry about that stuff now. You know, worry about that maybe a couple months in, or maybe even like a year into training, depending on how you may progress through it. So I would say that'd be about it. Just try to motivate yourself, push yourself, Get yourself out there. You don't need to get a bunch of equipment. You really don't. I've wasted some of my money getting like some stuff that I don't even use or need anymore. All I needed was a pull-up bar, the floor, and gymnastic rings that I got. But you don't even need the gymnastic rings unless like you want to. I recommend that you get them, but you don't have to get them. If you got a floor, got something you can kind of hang on to and pull yourself up with, and that's all you really need progress to make. That's all. So yeah. See ya.